which leads me to my very first question of the night is why do you think it is that all men act gay, but then around gay men act homophobic?
I guess it's fun to poke weird love at friends and like people you're cool with, but when people are like serious about it, you're like,
It's the uncomfortability they make you feel at times, but
yeah,
I've
probably.
never really had to deal with it.
Like,
so
are
I
you
don't know.
are you are you serious? Or are you joking? Type shit.
Like the few, gay people I've been around, man, it wasn't. I never had to deal with anything like that. So I don't know.
Because you never made a joke about it with them.
Well, that's also, I think
Not
of it
around
as I don't like being in the middle and the center of attention, man, and they always are. I like to be around the back. Don't
Whoa.
look at me,
Whoa,
don't look.
whoa! What do you mean around the back?
Back it up a little bit. Back it up.
Don't back it up, dude. Don't back it up, dude. No, I mean,
Whoa.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
I've, in all honesty, I just never. The few I've met are pretty fucking cool, so I've never really had the.
I was gonna say I only get homophobic if they act like, "Hey man, I'm gonna try to suck your dick," and then I'm like, I don't know about that, but like, I'll joke with you, dude. Like, but unless, dude, I mean, unless.
Well, see, we
Right.
can't
No,
make
I
bad
can't
jokes
do
to
it,
them
can't
because
do
they'd
it,
be like, yeah.
And I,
I
yeah.
No.
I mean,
I don't know. That was a
no.
wild ass
But-
question.
Well, honestly, that question came from the courtesy of my wife. I had texted her and I was like, I need questions for the pod, and that was the first one she sent me.
Well,
so,
dude,
and then
Sounds like
you
she
were
was
and then
curious.
you were yawning wide open, and I was like, look at that open hole.
dude, well, I got one for you guys because I
A
passed
big
this,
hole.
I passed this video on Instagram today, so I got one for you guys. Then, would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick, or sit on a dick and eat a cake?
Whoa. I mean, I didn't know you were gonna pull out another gay ass question.
Dude, you started it, dude.
No. Oh
No, you
shit.
got-
Okay.
You gotta answer, bro. I mean, just dude,
How
I'm
big?
just kidding.
Well, okay. Well,
I'm
no,
just
like
kidding. You don't have to
how.
answer it, dude. You don't have to answer it, dude. No, dude.
Dude, I don't give a fuck, bro. How big is the cake and how big is the dick? That's the real question. And is it bigger if you're sitting on it? Or is it bigger if you're eating it? Or is it the same size either way?
Do I get to pick the location I do this at?
Correct, that too. Where are you doing this at? In like a storage unit? Or are we doing this like live broadcast on CNN?
Is there a
Across
cliff
the
close
US.
by? I can choose neither and jump
Dude.
off it. Or-
Yeah.
At least
Let me eat the cake first, and I'm jumping. Like,
at least on CNN, nobody would believe it's real.
You're right, dude. He's like, that's Photoshop, brother.
Nah, I'd be like, yo, dude, I don't know that guy.
Okay, but like, okay, so how big's the cake that I'm eating?
Dude, everything's a handful. Let's keep it.
You
Just,
can
simple.
only eat-
just,
you can
I just
only-
gotta eat a handful?
Yeah.
So I just gotta sit on a handful of dick
You gotta eat a. You gotta
and
sit
eat
on
a
full
handful of cake.
You gotta sit on a full cake.
Sit on a full cake to suck a full dick?
Average.
Average, so like 5 inches?
a full dick? What is it? Fucking bitten in half already? Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know, dude. Well, so am I eating the dick or am I sucking it? Because you said eating.
I think that you're looking a little
It is
too,
what it is,
too
dude.
far.
It is
out.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I said.
It's either the Glock 3000
I'm gonna
or
eat
not.
the cake. I'm gonna eat the cake because I'm gonna swallow that cake quick as shit and then get off the dick.
Nah, dude, I'm just letting you know right now. Like, you didn't have to
Gone.
answer it.
Yeah, I'm not answering it.
Be a man,
was a
dude.
joke,
Don't
bro.
ask the fucking question, dude.
That
Don't
was a
ask the
joke.
question.
That was the joke behind it. Was
would
like,
you
hey,
rather-
don't have to answer that one?
Would you rather fight 100 lions the size of rabbits or fight one rabbit the size of a lion?
100 rabbits the size of a lion, you said, the first one?
No, 100 lions the size of rabbits.
Ooh,
I'd rather fight 100 lions the size of rabbits, dude. I'm
Dude,
kicking them all. Punt, 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 punt.
Or one rabbit the size of a lion.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
no,
that
I'm
fucking
dying.
rabbit would be coming at you dude, 75 miles an hour, dude, with them feet, dude, done.
Well, if it's a lion, don't get me wrong, them bites might hurt, but like at least I know they ain't getting nothing really from my upper body.
Yeah,
Take away my legs, brother.
But there's 100 of them, though.
I'm taking a lot, at least 50 of them before one bite me.
Yeah.
I'm stomping and I'm punching, dude. I'm grabbing, throwing. I'm fucking.
I'm using.
I'll use one as a baseball bat. Like I don't give a fuck. Whipping that bitch around. Like, wow.
I'll take
Fuck
a
that.
Looking like I had Milnier's.
I'm taking
Milnier
the
hammer
rabbit
in my
side.
hand,
Take
dude.
101 of them at once.
I'm taking the 100, the lion-sized rabbit, the big fucker, dude.
I don't know. That thing
Big
would
fucker.
fucking jump on you, bro, and you're falling over.
I feel like
Them
Yeah,
bitches
but
got some.
if you kill the one, dude, you're done.
If
If you got to get through 100
That's a buddy,
lions,
though, man. I could
the size of a rabbit.
running away from me for the whole fucking.
but
life.
there are 100 lions though.
Yeah, dude. What? But that also depends on circumstances too. What am I allowed to have, and what are we starting with?
I don't know. Just yourself.
Yeah, just fist, feet.
Just straight fist
Grab one and
fist.
use it as a weapon.
Yeah. And that.
Dual
Maybe
hand.
if we're out in nature, obviously it's rabbits and lions. So like we're gonna be out in the woods or in the
What?
desert somewhere, fucking in the woods.
In
I
the
don't
desert,
know.
I
Maybe
don't-
there's
there's
a
really
stick
none
or
of
a
that.
rock around, dude. Like I mean, if you got to pick up a stick or a rock, you got to pick a stick or a rock up to help yourself.
I think
It is what it is.
a rabbit that size is more dangerous than a lion at its normal size because like the rabbit can already bite through some shit, right? Or no? Doesn't have a strong bite.
I mean, no.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they got a strong
Like
bite,
carrots.
especially that size. But then if you got a lion that size, dude, that thing's pouncing on you and still fucking biting you one time and you're done.
Yeah, I can't
Right.
strangle a lion. Combat with a lion, Dunskies, bro.
Right, but it's just a
Combat with a
rabbit
rabbit
the size of a
size?
lion.
That dude's kicking
Yeah.
ass, dude.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure. I mean, it's
literally,
like a
it's gonna
giant
chase me.
kangaroo, pretty much.
Yeah,
Right. You hit that thing and it's gonna stare at you like you're fucking retarded.
I can definitely beat the 100 lions.
I'm not saying I'm beating the 100 lions. I'm saying I'm taking at least out before I get bit. That shit's just gonna suck.
I'm probably gonna lose a couple fingers. 100%, possibly a hand, maybe an arm. I'm going to, but I will win. I am gonna win. Possible
I'm
loss.
taking out the rabbit, dude.
partial
I'm still
feet.
going rabbit.
Nah, you can't
I'm
strangle
going
a
the
rabbit,
lion-sized
bro.
rabbit. Yeah, but if I get
That's
like
only,
pick
what,
up a
90
rock or
pounds,
something,
though, man.
if I pick up a
But the size of a lion though, dude, that's gonna be 200 something pounds. Bigger than that.
Oh, yeah.
Got some thick neck. What are you gonna do? Grab it by its throat and just
Oh man, and them legs, that shit, I'm telling you, that
them
sprint,
legs are. Yeah.
you're over with. Boop, right with their
Right.
head.
All
they're
right,
probably
so
gonna
that's
headbutt the shit
that's
out of you.
200 pounds. That's 200. Let's say like that's 250 pounds of rabbit, right? But then like
Oh,
you
shit.
got 100. If you got 100 lion-sized rabbits at 5 pounds a piece, that's 500 pounds of lion.
You're not picking all up at one time.
They all attacking you at one time.
I'm swinging all at one time. I got a better opportunity to take out little ass things like that
You give me
than a
axe.
big ass rabbit.
Yeah, you
I
give
feel.
me an axe, I might choose the bigger one. But if we're just going straight hand to hand,
Just straight fist?
It's the lions all day. I can at least. I'm gonna lose.
That's crazy.
I'm willing to lose some shit to survive. The rabbit, I'm
That
not
is
willing to
crazy.
take that type of ass whooping that's coming. I feel like, and I just don't want to suffer. Cause it's gonna stomp me the fuck out. Like you know how fast they are. Like, can you imagine? He already headbutts the shit out of you, and then he just
A
gets on
giant
top-
size one?
and then
Yeah,
he gets on
dude.
top of you and stomps you out 10 to 15 times in a matter of 0.3 seconds. And then you
Yeah.
bleed out.
I mean, you just gotta hope, right? I mean, you
Well,
just
I
gotta-
feel like both is just hoping.
I mean, you're not wrong. Tim, you said you're taking the lions.
No.
no, he said he's
I
taking the rabbit.
I said I'd take the rabbit.
You take the rabbit too? Hell yeah. See, all right. So at least Tim's on the same.
2v2. All right, someone set this shit up. No, I'm just-
Hey, no, set it up. Let's get it
Think
going.
about it though, guys. 250. That's meat.
Yeah.
So I'm just fighting a my size animal.
What's the average weight of a fucking lion here?
Probably 250 to 300 pounds. It's got to be. There's no way it's bigger than that. OB.
Dude, a male lion is 420 pounds. A female is 280.
Oh my god. Well, the females fight anyways. The males don't. The females are
You
more
never you
aggressive.
specified.
Correct, but we're
So
going
it's
off the female. The female lions are the more aggressive ones, anyways.
Yeah, but
So you got to go off the more aggressive ones. So 280
No.
pounds, okay, yeah.
no, we went off of the males. You know, male lions.
I don't hit females.
Either way, bro. Yeah, I don't hit females.
If we're gonna
Either
do this,
way.
we want the biggest version.
All right, cool. So we got a 500-pound rabbit then, or 500 pounds worth of lion. So an average
No,
size
bro.
lion divided into 100 pieces. I'm still taking the rabbit.
I still
I'm
think
still
I'm
taking
taking
the
the rabbit too.
I'm still,
Yeah, if I'm
I'm
gonna die,
taking the
bro, I don't
five.
want to be. I don't want to be bitten up piece by
I'm
piece.
still taking the 500-pound rabbit. I'd rather him eat me whole.
Eat me whole, kick me
100%.
350 yards to a fucking brick wall, bro. Just make it fucking fast.
100%.
I just picture it being devastating,
why are you
and
barking?
then me sitting there with my chest caved in, my head caved in, still alive, bleeding the fuck out, and just like, oh my God.
Season up, dude. No.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, now I'm at the hospital, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
I don't know, dude. All right, I got more questions. I just gotta let my dogs in, dude. They're
Yeah.
freaking out, and my back door is wide open. I don't know what their issue is.
I was over here. I just watched the
BRB.
Minecraft movie, and then I come into these questions, bro. These are fucking heaters off the bat.
See, and well, looking up how can a rabbit kick break bone? Yeah, dude, it can cause a fracture just as small as they are. Like, dude, they move 50 miles per hour. Now imagine a 450-pound fucking rabbit, dude, fucking moving 50 miles an hour with their legs and then just
Yo,
stomping you out, bro.
with that type of stride, with it getting bigger, you gotta add at least 15 miles an hour, man. You're looking at, yeah, dude. The agility on them things, and their heads are gonna hurt, man. I just don't want to feel that. This is not.
Dude. That is a lot. It is a lot.
What is a bite force of a rabbit?
Maybe he'll bite your head off.
Quick.
Quick.
Oh, and they don't tell me, but they said they could take fingers, which we
Take
can take
fingers?
fingers too. Yeah.
I was gonna say the fingers. It just how the power it takes to bite into a carrot. The size of your finger is how much strength it takes to actually bite your fingertip off. And the
So
difference is when you go to bite on your fingertip, your brain tells you not to do it. So
180 newtons for their front teeth and 450 for their molars. I don't know what that is.
probably PSI or some shit.
Dude, I feel like a baby's grip.
I don't fucking know.
It's stronger than that, dude. When they
The
get their-
baby's grip is the strongest thing in the world, brother.
Yeah, dude. And then
You can't
That
beat
shit,
that
they
grip.
just hold the fuck
You
on, bro.
cannot-
and then the second,
You cannot beat that baby's grip, dude.
and
You
the
can't do
second
it.
one, you know what the second one is? When they first get their first set of baby teeth, and then they fucking bite. That. Oh,
That shit hurts. Hurts.
they honestly, that's probably the closest we've ever got to getting our actual phalanges chewed the fuck off.
Dude.
A baby.
162
It's the closest I've gotten to
psi.
actually beating children.
100
What?
like 162 psi for a human bite.
All right. And a rabbit's bite is more than that? What?
No, dude, I don't know. They won't fucking compare. Here we go.
Go lay down.
Oh wait.
Go lay down. No. Easy.
PSI.
That's fucking crazy.
No.
Alright.
67 psi.
For a human or a rabbit?
Rabbit.
Alright, so
Dude, a
Average
human
weight.
had a. Damn. No way, that's right. Let me relook that up.
167 or something like that. Knock it off.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't right. They said a human had recorded over 800 pounds of psi bite down or whatever. I'm like, no fucking way. bears have a bite force of over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, no, I believe that's for sure. Bears are.
So who would you rather fight,
bears.
a bear or a fucking lion? Full size both.
A lion for sure.
I think
Well,
that-
what kind of bear? What kind of bear?
if
A
it's
brown bear. If we're going bears, we're
Grizzly?
going brown or grizzly, bro. Either or.
I think
Both
that's
of them
I
are
think
fucking.
I think the grizzly is the brown bear. I think.
correct. Yeah. Black bears are black bears. Grizzly bears.
Black bears, you have a better chance of scaring.
Yeah, they are a grizzly. Max running speed, 35 miles an hour.
Dude,
They weigh in between 600 pounds to like 800.
Dude, I can't run 35 miles an hour, dude.
Did you? That's a good one. That's a tough. Survivability. You're gonna survive a lion before you survive a grizzly bear.
Yeah. I think this time around though,
I don't know, man.
I don't think you're surviving either one of
I
them.
think in these
No.
situations we
No.
should get a dagger, bro. I think because most of the time, if you truly think about it, if we are ever
Then I'm fighting a lion if I get a dagger. If I get a little dagger like Loki, I'm fighting a lion.
think about it,
100%.
If I get a dagger, bro, I'm not fighting a bear. That little dagger ain't gonna do shit.
If we're-
No,
the
it's barely gonna get
most-
to the skin, dude. Like I don't have
the
enough brute
biggest
strength
chance we're
for
gonna
that shit.
have to run into a situation like that is we're going to put ourselves in that situation that could cause that, and if we are, we're freaking
More than likely, we have a weapon.
we have
on
a
us.
weapon on us, at least a knife, at least.
Yeah, for sure,
Minimal,
100%.
I'd say we have a knife. We'd probably have a gun, but I think that's unfair to even bring that up. I think everything's left at the campsite. We're out taking a piss. We made too much.
We're hiking or
noise.
something.
We're if hiking. No, it needs to
Oh
be.
yeah,
like,
taking a piss. Yeah,
if
you're right.
you
If
go
you're out
there-
hiking, you probably have the gun on
Yeah,
in your
you're out
backpack
there,
at the least.
You're like, hey man, you're at the campfire. You're like, hold on a second. I'm gonna head out.
I gotta
I
go take a piss real quick.
You're over there, so you know you keep your knife on your leg at all times. That little.
And you
fucking
see a
dagger.
lion and a fucking grizzly bear. Which one are you gonna go
Or
towards?
no, when you go to piss, which one would you rather run into
I wouldn't.
and fight when you're out by yourself?
A lion, 100%, dude.
If I'm just taking a
terrified of
piss
grizzly
and
bears.
I run and like one of them I see one like walking up to me, I'm gonna take the bear. Just for the fact you have a better chance of that bear also walking away. That lion is gonna pounce no matter what. There's been a lot of like video recordings
Yeah.
of bears and shit
No,
like
for
walking
sure.
up, and all you have to do is
Yeah.
make sometimes I'm not saying it's facts or whatever. You just gotta make
No,
some
I know
big
what you're
noise
talking
and
about.
fucking
Well,
scream at them type shit, and sometimes they'll just
only-
walk away.
That's only for black bears. Grizzlies.
Black
you're supposed to
bears,
stand
black
still.
bears, you can get away.
Grizzlies, you're supposed to
Yeah.
stand the fuck still, and if they come up to you, you're supposed to lay down, curl up in a ball, and cover up the back of your neck.
Bro, have you ever seen Without a Paddle, bro? I'm not letting
They
that
will
motherfucker
go-
carry me, dog.
I'm just
They will
saying,
go for your fucking organs.
You're supposed
if you
to
do
do-
not. If you don't cover your organs, they will take your organs. Them grizzly bears don't.
let
give
him
a fuck.
sell that shit in the black market, bro. Fuck it.
I'm fighting a lion. I can at least, if he does
Yeah.
pounce on me, I can try to stab him in the neck as he's about to
Yeah.
kill me, and at least I have a 50-50 chance of living.
like you guys said,
I ain't-
at that point,
I don't know if I'm
would've
surviving a
picked-
bear.
I'll pick a lion because he is only 400 fucking pounds, and that bear on the other hand bites down.
About double that size.
Yeah, he bites down that force, 400 pounds.
He bites down. He bites down double that force.
Yeah. So
Now, okay, so grizzly bear or polar bear?
grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear. I'm not fucking with no polar bear,
That
dude.
polar bear wants to eat me.
Dude, that yeah.
He likes me.
Fuck no.
Fuck, dude. You're dead. It don't matter. That polar bear is gonna win. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You
Dude,
have
it
to
is
fight
so
the polar
crazy.
bear. Like if it comes down to it, there is no like scream it, lay down, cover your neck. Hopefully they're just like smell you and they're
No.
like, yeah, fuck this guy, he stinks.
No,
Polar
they
bear
want
is
you.
gonna be like,
Nah.
They want to eat you.
You smell that? It smells like seasoning.
Polar bears, yeah.
Smells like warm
They
meat
don't
to
give a
me.
fuck.
Nom nom nom.
Dude, and it's crazy how we portray the polar bear in this world. We portray it as like a cute animal.
Yeah.
As
It's on the fucking Coke cans and shit, dude. Be
You know
for
what
real.
I mean?
Well, think about
Like
it.
we portray it as a cute stuffed animal, and it's one of the most vicious animals on this planet.
Not just
Is
they
a
did that with
fucking polar
they did
bear.
that with hippos. They do that with hippos too.
Dude,
They made a
hippos,
fucking
Hippos,
video
dude.
game where the hungry hippos. And they
Yep,
made them
yep,
all
dude.
the sweet
And
things. No, they're
hippos
the
are
most
fucking
dangerous.
dangerous, dude.
No, they kill anything, dude.
Dangerous.
Hippo versus
Yeah.
anything.
And their bite force, dude. Look up the hippopotamus's bite force. Check that shit out, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Gone. Like they
Yeah, you're not surviving a hippopotamus.
1,800 psi.
Dude. That's kind
A
of
lion's is 650 and a polar bear's is 1,200.
damn. And the grizzly bears was about
And they
1,000.
run fast too, dude. How fast are they?
Something like that.
The hippopotamuses, dude, they're pretty quick.
No, they're fast.
They're actually a lot
too,
faster.
bro.
They're a lot faster than you probably think.
They're deadly, bro.
They galloping. At galloping, it says 19 miles an hour.
Dude, that's faster than an average
Bro.
human, bro. That's fast.
Yeah.
Bro, that's
dude.
fucking dude.
19
That's
is
like
fast.
my high. That's like my high speed, dude.
Dude.
That's you driving through town to get to Walmart. You know what I mean?
And that's them galloping, dude.
Yeah, that's not even full sprint. That's a gallop. Their full sprint's like 30. I'm pretty sure. They could probably get up to 30.
So
which is
a
terrifying.
max speed for human apparently is 28.
Hey, dude.
But
And
good,
just
but
galloping.
good luck running at 28 miles an hour for a long
Consistently.
fucking period.
That
Right?
hippopotamus gonna gallop at 19 the whole time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're fucked. You're gonna
So-
slow down. He's gonna catch up.
They say only 20 miles per hour is typically achieved by elite athletes and or during short bursts of maximal effort.
Yes. Yep. Like max speed, yeah, you could probably get up to max speed in like 10 seconds, but you're not going to hold out that max speed. Like you don't jump on a treadmill and run max speed for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? You up the speed for a minute maybe, and then you drop it back down. You know what I mean?
So
That
adult
hippopotamus is
male
gonna
for an
gallop
average
at
running
19.
speed is 10 to 12, and then average for adult female apparently is 8 to 10.
Dude, that hippo is fucking you up. That thing is
Yeah.
so fast.
So
dude.
fast, dude.
Fuck, dude.
It doesn't seem like 19 miles an hour is fast until you really break it down into the average speeds of average people. And yeah, dude, we ain't running that fast for very long. We getting fucked up by that hippopotamus that's running at 19 miles per hour.
And he's gonna fucking headbutt you, dude, and roll over, and then he's gonna stomp you out.
Bro,
with
he's
his
gonna
fucking
pick your ass up
18
and throw you, dude.
He's like how many? Is he a ton? Do they weigh as much as like
They,
elephants?
they
and
weigh
shit?
like 2 ton, dude. I swear, dude. They got to. They're fucking huge. Pull up, dude, pull up
Man.
the hippopotamus's wiki.
The mass for an adult male is in between 3,500 pounds to 9,900 pounds.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh my
Female adult is 29 to 33.
Okay, so that's like, so a female is on average like 2 to 3 ton.
Yeah.
Okay, and a male is on average 3 to 9.
Yeah, it says 9,9, so damn near 10,000.
Which what's a ton? 2,000?
Pounds.
2,000 pounds, right? So that's 5 ton, up to 5 ton. Oh my god. Yo,
Yeah,
we have
2,000
equipment that can't lift that motherfucker up.
Dude,
5 tons? 5
That's-
tons,
running
dude?
at 19 miles an hour, dude. With a bite force of 1,800 or 18,000.
Yeah,
Let's not forget
1800.
They be in the water too. Like, there's
Yes,
no-
they swim too.
Dude,
How
no.
fast can they swim? Yo, pull their wiki up and screen share that shit. What's their wiki say about hippopotamuses? Because they're wild, dude.
I'm 100% sure they're like the most dangerous animal in the world, and every one of them should just fear them.
I know it's got to be polar bears over that, but I don't know though. At the same time,
Yeah,
now
dude,
that we
nah.
keep talking about this, dude. I don't know. These hippos are crazy. Look at him, dude. I don't. That's fucking up to fucking 5 ton running at us, 19 miles an hour, over short distances. Okay, so that's fine. It is capable of running 30 kilometers over short. Okay, short distances.
Okay.
So I could deal with that. Not really, because I can run 10 miles an hour over short distances. Yo, what the
Hippos
fuck
are
is that?
crazy.
Yo, hippos really are crazy.
Trying to see if there's like a shit about them in water.
Dude, polar bears reach 25 miles an hour.
Holy fuck.
Holy shit, dude. And they swim fast too. I've seen video of them swimming.
40 to 50 years old? God damn.
Okay, so
Fully submerged hippo. Look how fat they look underwater, dude. That's
I was
crazy.
gonna say they say that hippos don't swim in the traditional sense. Instead, they walk or bounce along the riverbed, reaching speeds of 5 miles an hour underwater.
But still, I ain't swimming at 5 miles an hour, I'll tell you that. Might be, actually. But not for long. Not for long at all. Alright, so what's a sea animal you'd be? Oh, I guess polar bears would be. Are polar bears considered a sea animal? They don't live in the ocean, so probably not. They live on the ice.
Birds, though, man. Icebergs.
Yeah.
Bro, the fastest
They
Olympic
swim.
swimmer crawls along about 5 miles an hour in the water.
Dude, and it seems to us like they're fucking cruising.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not going 5 miles an hour. For sure.
No way.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. Polar bears are probably not considered sea animals. They're probably considered more land animals because they do live on the ice. They're a bear. They don't breathe underwater, you know. They go underwater, but that's about it. They get their food sources from there.
They're probably the two most feared, like, cold animal and then warm animal.
Oh, for sure. But penguins aren't nice either, though.
No.
Penguins are vicious little fucks. And they're not even little, dude. They're like 3 to 4 feet tall.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
fucking huge.
Over
So
there, yeah.
They're Tony's height.
Yo.
yeah, for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, they're the size
Not
of
this
fucking
Tony.
Tony over here. And they're...
No.
no, this Tony, for sure.
No,
All right, so
guys, I've been sitting
what-
on books this whole time.
what sea... Yeah, we know. What sea animal would you be most afraid of? I mean, there's no really other land animal that would terrify me like polar bears do, or hippos.
Honestly, bro, just because they're fucking weird, I would hate to die from a squid.
Dude,
An
I was kind of
octopus.
thinking that too because bro, them bitches crazy.
Can you imagine
Bro,
getting twirled
there's-
up in one of them long ass jellyfish, bro?
But looking like fucking Frodo when he got wrapped up in that fucking goddamn
Yeah.
spider web, dude.
But
Just
I think, honestly, think about it. If we were on land or like a raft and something came up and grabbed us and brought us underwater, which animal would you want that to be? Or, like which one would scare you the most? And honestly, an octopus, yeah, a squid.
Yeah, if that motherfucker's grabbing me with all 8 tentacles, bro, what the fuck am I gonna do, dude? I'm like in a fucking torture chamber, fucking arms spread apart, legs spread apart.
Like most people would say shark, because that is scary. If a shark came up, took you down, ate you. But just the feeling of that suction cup, dude. Oh, dude, I just don't know.
all over the body. But well, I mean, you got
That's
clothes
scary.
on. If it just sucks you out of the boat or something, right? Is that what you're thinking? Or are you thinking you're like scuba diving and it gets you?
No, we're like you guys. It's just to make the question more interesting. Which one, I think the squid would scare me the most. Really.
I don't know,
I
bro.
was just creating a scenario for no reason.
Right.
I've seen
No, you're
I've seen
good.
a lot of crazy shit of just whales coming up to fucking do their thing and they just swallow boats.
Yeah, dude,
So like
That is.
Dying inside of a whale, but they usually spit you up.
usually.
For the most part. I would say
Who's-
because they
who's
really
to
only
say?
eat plankton.
Yeah.
Well, right. So they go up and then they clamp down, and if you just so happen to be in between their fucking mouth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're fucked. Well, try to grab onto one of them boobs on their tongues, their taste buds,
Can you imagine going in there just
like SpongeBob, dude.
getting hit in the head with a bunch of tonsils?
No, the uvula,
What was it like over
A
there?
bunch of tonsils.
the tonsils, dude. The uvula that's hanging in there. Is
The-
that what you're talking about?
Is that what it's called?
The uvula, yes. Your tonsils are on the sides of your throat. Your
Whatever.
uvula is the little punching bag in the back.
That little dangly thing in the back of your throat.
Yeah, yeah. That's your gag reflex.
Yeah, well, it's there.
Is it? Let me prove it.
Stick your fingers down your throat right now. No.
Put a pen down your throat.
I pull out a fucking trick you guys have never seen before. I'm like, hold
He
on
pulls out a
second.
dildo, dude, and just.
I was thinking a sword. Remember
Bro,
that dude-
you
remember
if
that
you
dude-
fucking swallow the sword, bro, who is that dude? Who does that? You were about to ask, but I can't.
Nah,
I do
wasn't
remember.
about to ask, dude.
I don't know his name.
It was a rollerblade guy, Jeremy Rollins,
Yes.
the fighter.
Yep. I remember him, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He did do that, dude. That shit was nuts, dude. Fuck. It had to have been a fake sword, dude.
She was gay.
Deep throat anything, dude, for sure.
But it was
Alright,
fucking
so,
cool. No,
but-
dude, I thought it was cool as fuck. I can't do that shit.
Now, I got another question. Would you rather get lost in deep space, or would you rather get lost in the deep of the ocean?
Deep space.
Deep space. There's some.
You're living in either scenario you can live, but if you get lost in the ocean, you can't surface again. Obviously, if you get lost in space, you're not coming back to Earth.
Yeah, I'd rather deep space.
Dude, the water
Fuck
scares
no.
me, bro.
Yeah, dude.
There's a whole other life down there that we don't know about that I'm just not fucking interested in trying to figure it out, dude. There's things down
But
there.
you're
we do
interested
not
in
know.
the depth of the universe that we don't know yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd rather get hit by a fucking bunch of meteors than fucking get swallowed by a giant octopus called the Kraken.
We were looking at the water, bro, and then we stopped and started looking away from that shit, bro.
Yeah, there's a
For
reason why.
dude.
Yeah, there's a
You
reason.
realize
And
there
they
is
Oh,
a
dude.
civilization.
Yeah,
that
the ocean
was-
scares me.
There's a civilization around that we know about that have been there from time, because the only thing that keeps happening is more water and more water and more water. That's what supposedly happened, the Great Flood. I think there's just shit there that we just been here from the fucking beginning, bro. And we're just like, you know what? Let's get the fuck out of here.
No, for real though, I would rather get lost in space for sure, just
Yeah.
because it's infinite and it's intriguing on not knowing what's out there, because like, I mean, we don't know we've only discovered like 8% of the ocean, like we haven't discovered shit, I'm pretty sure we've explored more of space
Yeah, I think
than we have.
I don't know, man. Space goes on and
Yeah,
on
shit,
and
but-
on. Doesn't just
Right.
like gray
Like
out at
our,
the end.
I should say our
Like
space.
frame
We've
rates.
explored
Yeah.
more of our space than we have our ocean.
Well, I do know can't say I know, but I do kind of figure the guys in the ocean that everyone assumes, but they can go to space. They've explored space. We personally have not got that technology and made it there yet. But they don't want nothing to do with us because we're just basically like ants to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Like even if there's
So-
like giants and shit like that, I think we are nothing to these guys, but like what we look at to like fucking bugs and ants, they're just like, look at these guys, they're still like trying to be more advanced and shit, and they just don't look at us that way, and that's why we don't get any attention. But I think all the smartness is here.
Like what do you mean all the smartness is here?
Like it's the
You don't think there's
the
more-
aliens are in the water. Like,
The intelligent life?
yeah, intelligent life. I'm high, bro.
I think there's I think there's intelligent life in the water. I not in the water, but under
yeah,
the water, if that makes sense.
yeah, living water in the water type of shit. Like
Somewhere. I think there's
go
possibility. I think there's possibility of life underneath. I think there's also possibility of life above,
Yeah.
fucking somewhere way out there.
Oh yeah.
I also think there's a possibility of a dome over top of us. So
Yeah, me too.
I honestly, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what's real. I don't know what's not real.
I just live minute by minute, day by day, enjoy it, because I don't know what's below or up. Could be a dome, Could be a fucking dome, and that's why we stopped going below, because we realize we can't.
Yeah. What
So they're
There's a whole other
saying
world
that
down there that they realize is like an inner world, and they're like, hey man, like we take portals and we go up and we go out. Learn to do it.
well, they're saying that they estimate space to be 93 billion light years. 1 light year is 6 trillion miles.
Jesus Christ.
So like
That's insane.
just fucking think, man. How big the
They
universe really
estimate-
can get.
Dude,
Hold on, I'm gonna go second.
I'd rather
how small we really are, dude.
I'd rather
You know?
fall into a goddamn fucking dying star or something than get swallowed by a fucking sea creature. Or an
Yeah,
alien that lives
you're
in our
right.
water.
Try to explore the actual universe instead of just our planet. Find something else. Find another life form.
Right.
I mean, obviously,
Who's to say
definitely-
that something doesn't stop you along your way?
Right. And then there's definitely more life forms out there. Like, we're not the only fucking life form in this universe or in other universes or in any
Dude,
of the fucking universes.
If there's
that are
other
out there.
solar systems like the Milky Way, there is definitely more fucking life somewhere.
Oh,
If
100%.
there's plant life, there is life.
Facts.
And that's absolute facts. I
There's
played too much
plant life.
Starfield to not
There's-
believe that.
There's plant life in other fucking planets for sure. In our fucking universe. So, there's life
Dude,
somewhere, dude.
Marvel kind of depicts it, I feel like, probably the most accurate in some cases, just for the fact that they might not look like us, but they're going to have arms and legs, and they're going to be able to have opposable thumbs and shit.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But they're going to be, some of them are going to be green, some are going to have fucking antennas, whatever, you know.
Yeah, dude, some are going to be fucking goofy looking, some are going to be normal looking, dude.
Some are
What
going to
the
be
fuck?
advanced, some of them aren't going to be advanced.
Yeah,
It kind of just
exactly.
is what it is.
Talk about titties.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, that could also be
No,
part of the case, too.
Yes, yeah.
Talk, talk about aliens.
Not really. I mean, kind of, I guess, yeah. A little bit. Another question. Would you rather be a cowboy or a samurai?
Can't read that. It's
Honestly, man, I've never seen a samurai movie called Brokeback Mountain, so.
it's dope.
She said, I just want to break my
I'm still picking cowboy after that comment.
I'm going samurai.
I'd have to go samurai.
because it's in the art show.
Yeah, I'm going samurai because I'm into Japan culture and shit like that, and I think that'd be so cool.
The discipline,
Yeah,
the honor. Oh my goodness, bro! To become a
Just-
samurai.
just to feel good to fucking chop people's heads off and put them on spikes and shit.
Whoa.
Yo, now just imagine,
That's what samurais
imagine
used to do,
hog-tying
bro.
motherfuckers and
Don't-
putting them on
we don't
railroad tracks.
Chop, dude. We slice, dude.
Chop, 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 chop down to
We're
China.
not-
What's that
we're
song,
not
dude?
butchers,
That
bro.
fucking-
We're artists.
That one lady sings, dude.
You get it though, bro. That's exactly what samurais used to do back in the day. They used to put
Sure.
their heads on pikes or fucking wrap them around their waist and fucking ride out on their horses, and fucking people would be scared of them. Daimyos or whatever they used to call them.
Facts.
Dude,
Alright,
are you about to
alright.
talk about that lady singing "I Want to Be a Ninja"?
Yeah. Want to be a ninja.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Oh shit, that shit cracks me up. Yeah, no, that's funny as fuck. I mean, I got more questions if y'all want me to keep asking.
Dude, I'm
Keep
cool with
going.
it, man. It's interesting.
All right.
What else we got going on?
All
By the
right,
way, the fights were pretty
um,
cool. By the way, BKFC was pretty cool.
Yeah, the fights. I mean, I didn't actually.
He said, "What else have we got going on?" Starts talking
And then
about
he
fights.
starts like, you want me to keep asking questions,
Yeah,
or you want me to
no, keep
stop?
going. We still got time, bro.
All right. What's the first thing you notice when talking to somebody?
Holy shit.
How they hold themselves, type shit. I guess you know they start talking. And you're like, nah, bro. This dude's either dumb or fucking not as dumb. Like this dude's good shit, or he's mean, evil, dickhead type shit.
I've never.
So like I don't know a characteristic I pay attention to. I just kind of figure out how they talk and how they hold themselves.
I've never thought of this before.
I
Shoes.
guess I didn't. I guess I didn't take that question when she asked me on
I look at shoes.
personality wise. That's actually a different way to look at it than I did. I thought just like, what's the first thing I noticed? I said nose or eyes.
I guess. See, Tim said shoes, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I do look at
Look
shoes a
people's
lot.
shoes.
You can tell a lot from somebody who what shoes they're wearing, man.
That makes
I
sense.
guess.
I got a lot of weird looks when I wear my shoes that have a bunch of holes in it.
You know what?
I don't give a fuck, dude. I be wearing holy shoes too, though. Sometimes.
It doesn't even matter how like nice or neat or clean they are, but like, just know.
Honestly,
I guess, yeah. I wear my cowboy boots a lot.
Look like somebody who'd wear cowboy boots a lot.
I do wear cowboy boots.
Honestly,
They're
man,
nice, dude. They're comfy
this
as
is gonna
fuck,
be
to
weird.
be
It took
honest.
me a little bit to really think about this, and like I truly like started like looking at like what happens when I run into people at gas stations, or so I had to run through a bunch of scenarios in my head, and I realized recently people's posture, how, because that a posture would like is how they walk, how they present themselves. I've been something I've been trying to work on more, so maybe that's why at this moment, that's what I look at. But I also I have to go back to what Tim is. I look at shoes because if there's one thing I do, and I have done a lot, and it's something I've never really talked about before, I compliment men on their shoes. Like if a guy I feel like he's hanging out at the gas station, he just looks like he's fresh, dude. His shoes match his outfit. And I'm like, hell, I'll walk in and I'll make it a point. Doesn't matter if I'm with Alyssa, if I'm by myself, if I'm with the kids. I'm like, hey man, I like the shoes. I'll just compliment him because I know that day, that dude got in that car and he was like, hell yeah, I knew I looked good today. I knew I looked good
Right.
today. And I do that because, so yeah, shoes is a big one. Like I think besides like right now is the posture, the way they walk, but I truly think like the answer would have to be the shoes because I compliment men on their shoes. It's like hell yeah, I like that shit, man. We'll just be walking in, even if they look a little old. I'll be like, hey man, I like them, man. They look nice. Like them shit, I like that style mostly. Like if they're a little older, but I like that style. I haven't seen them in a while. Something like
I guess
that.
I compliment people on their shirts
That shit's
more
gay.
than I compliment people on anything else.
yeah, bro. You're just looking at their body. That's
Yeah,
kind
dude,
of.
that shit's gay, man.
100%. No, yeah, for sure.
Said, damn, you
Most
have a
of them-
nice figure in that shirt, dude.
Most of them are like Trump
Look at that
shirts or
hourglass.
America shirts, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, like that shirt, man.
See, I guess it depends because, like, I guess
I get
some
what you're
people
saying.
wear some pretty dope shirts, but like, it's got to say something. Like, it has to have words on it for me to say
Oh,
that. Like, it's
100%.
got to say something funny or something true. They can't just
Yeah.
put on an affliction shirt and think I'm gonna like them. That's a little
Yeah,
fucking
no.
weird. I'm like, you're
Obviously,
probably a
that's-
dickhead, bro.
Yeah. Like Alyssa gets maybe she gets compliments on her shirts for other things, but she has cool shirts that like she'll get a compliment. One that said like
Yeah, from other dudes like, hey, I like your
I
shirt.
like your shirt, dude.
Yeah, hers was
Sure you
pretty
do.
cool. It was fuck around and find out, like FA. It was like she got it for my fight. They handed them out to my corners.
See, fuck around, find out. That's a shirt I'd probably compliment though.
But it was just initialed like FO or something like that.
Fuck around, find out. Yeah.
And
FAFO.
he's like, I like that shirt. Where'd you get it? So she told him.
Google it.
What is FAFO?
Oh, I like that. You know, I
What's
compliment shoes.
I guess yeah. I don't know. I guess I just well, if I'm talking to someone, I like to make eye contact, so I notice their eyes and nose before I notice anything else.
I do a full scan.
Be like, hey,
I'm out here like
I wait till after the handshake is done. I wait till after the handshake. Well, I guess.
all right,
when
now
I
if
meet
you're
people,
doing
for
if
me,
you're
for
doing
the most part,
handshakes, bro, if they
for me,
grab
when
my
I meet
hand like
somebody-
a homo, bro. I'm
Tim
For
knows-
me,
Sorry,
for me, when
I'll-
I meet people, mostly I meet people on a daily basis. Newly, I'm meeting home, so I'm looking them in the eye, I'm shaking their hand,
Yeah.
and that's what I notice right away. Is
But-
that I don't
hold
look
on,
at
hold on.
homeowners' shoes or anything. Strangers, I don't really
Homeowners
look
are
at strangers.
different though, but like this is like an everyday situation. You know what I'm saying? Like homeowners are different. because that's a job. But like I gotta
you're at
pause because Tim over here is like I do a full scan, so all I picture is him going up, shaking hand, be like, "Hi, I'm Tim. Stop. I'm gonna need a whole 360, sir." I
need to see everything.
Shakes his hand. He's like, spin around.
Spin around. He's like,
Right
grab
into
my
the
he's like,
pyramid.
goes to shake his hand, grabs his pointer finger, he lifts it up, and he's like, just twirls them. Like, I just need a full scan real quick, please. Like, ballerina dances them. I don't know why that popped in my head as soon as you said that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Twirling another human
Alright,
being.
what's another one?
Maybe it's because to me you're fucking tall as hell.
You look up to everybody though, Tony.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tim's like the same height as we are.
I'm not, that tall.
You're just short, Tony.
Yeah.
What's the dumbest lie you've ever come up with and why? Like, why'd you come up with it?
Cleo, bro, line somewhere else. Go away, Batman.
You were planned. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, why'd you lie?
Man.
All right, so I didn't answer this one because I couldn't really think of a
I'd
lie at that moment.
I don't really white lie like that.
I grew up in a house of white lies, man. Not even
Yeah.
stupid lies.
No reason.
100%.
No, stupid lies for no reason. So like this one, I can probably come up with one. I would probably
I
have
just
to
gotta
say
think.
it was against my wife, and it was we were young, man. We were living at the Blue House. I mean, we weren't even together a year yet. I don't think we were in the basement at that point, not the porch anymore. Probably because I put Nikki's head through it. You remember that shit, dude?
Yeah.
I put Nikki's
I
head
do
through
remember that.
Yeah, but she worked third shift, and I ate her chips, and I hit them, or her Subway or something.
I feel like I remember
and I
this.
hit him behind her marker board. You know, I'm stoned at this point. You know, I'm high as fuck. She comes home. Words as I had to have been one of my siblings. Why did I lie? I have no fucking idea. But I lied.
He didn't want to get in
And then,
trouble.
whatever it was, she found in the trash, or I think it was another time about the cookies. She found the cookies behind a marker board in her room. I don't know, man. I was just like, yo, I
So the marker board behind her room was a place to put all of the food that he
for
ate.
real.
Yeah.
Tony's marker boards.
I think she saw the Subway in the garbage can down there. I mean, I was a bum, dude. I mean, I'm still a bum, but nothing's changed. If I think about it, shit, I'm just out my mama's house. Barely.
Yeah. Facts. You
Facts,
right. You
man.
right.
You're right. So that would probably be my little white lie, man. The stupidest lie is literally over some fucking Subway. And I told my wife I didn't eat it, and I blamed it on you guys. And then she found it in our trash can by the bed anyway. So she knew I ate it. But I lied in the moment for no fucking reason. I couldn't tell you why.
Right, so you lied about it and threw it in your trash can.
And then for the next one would have been the cookies, and the cookies, they were sitting behind the fucking marker board or something like that. I don't fucking know, dude. We were young. I was like, what, fucking 16, 17 or some shit. God damn.
Yeah. 17, 18, something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't 18 yet, but 17, yeah. Holy shit.
Probably.
Fuck. Enough about me being old.
What about you guys? You guys got any little white lies? That's just stupid, and on why you said it.
Really?
Oh, dude, no, honestly, I can't think of shit.
You bunch of fucking liars. Why?
I mean,
right now?
I'd probably be telling my kids little white lies all the time, so they quit doing shit.
I was
Well,
gonna say, yeah, dude. I
yeah.
do white lie to
You know
my
what I mean?
children
Like-
time just so they would do some shit.
I guess when I was little, I'd be like, yeah, my dad would beat your dad's ass. My dad couldn't even throw hands for 15 seconds before he fucking gassed out. That's a white lie.
No, I'm telling you right now, back then, Pops would have been a fucking danger to society, bro.
Probably.
Knowing he went in there and he stuffed
I'm
that
trying to
college, well, that college guy, he dropped down to like 165, bro. Pops was fucking drinking beer, walking on
85.
a treadmill. Yeah, 85 on a treadmill. He was fucking. Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to think.
He had some hands on him, bro.
That's the only thing that I could really think of is just stupid shit like that when I was little. Like,
Yo, you remember the one when we were?
I'm bad on the spot, dude.
I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your dad's ass. I'm 8 years old. Like, wow, ain't nobody stopping me.
Justice Travis, you remember the one that we were told when we were younger is if you play with your belly button too much, twist it, play with your belly, put your finger in your belly button, twist it off too much, your legs will fall off. There's that one.
Phil would tell us that all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Phil telling us that a lot growing up.
Play with your belly button inside your belly button too much, the legs will fall off.
It's almost the same thing as fucking you play with your willy so much you'll go blind.
Yo, dude, I have it's real, dude. I'm going blind, guys.
I'm blind.
Tim's over here with glasses. Look at these are the glasses I wear, bro.
Those are almost the same ones he got.
Dude.
Another lie that we've been told our whole life that's not actually true is don't look at the sun because it'll hurt your eyes.
It's good for your eyes.
It's actually very good for your eyes. It's actually good for your body.
It is.
Other than the shit like that, I guess. No, I can't think of nothing.
Told this
Yeah, I
dude
can't
we were
really
playing in a bags tournament yesterday.
Yeah, fucking
That is-
liar, dude.
That's funny.
I was excited to play bags. I was talking about it. I was all about that
I
shit.
can just picture you in your house, dude.
Just getting ready for bags.
Dude, my pop said that same shit, dude. He's like, you're probably fucking just at home warming up for that shit. Fucking. Yeah, dude, I was excited. I don't know. I've been thinking about that shit for the last few weeks. It sounded true as hell, too, because that motherfucker
Yeah,
puts
I
on
believe it.
fucking. Damn it, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was getting ready to go to his house to pick him up, and I was like, nope, I gotta put on the hat, the necklace, the fucking this, the that, because every time I went to bags that last season, had to look nice.
Yep, look good, feel good.
Look good, feel
Look
good,
good,
yeah.
feel good, dude.
And that was
Look
one
good,
of the
feel good,
things
throw
people
good.
got out of the car. I said, damn, we had different choice of outfits. He said, look good, feel good, right? I said, that's your motto.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, man, look good, feel good, throw good. Believe it. That's what I
Big
do for
facts.
darts, man. I do it for golf. I dress up for golf every fucking week. I'm always in a collared shirt, nice pants, as much as I can be. You know. You guys run through the fight? You guys want to run through the fights quick? It's almost 9. I know Tony's gonna have to go on his run soon, so don't want to hold him back. from
Yeah, we
that.
might as well.
Tony, you want to start with the BKFC? I'll run through the UFC last.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Day one.
Let's start day one.
Yeah, let's start day
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, buddy.
That works. Damn, Cleo, you stank.
All right, so Islam won. That was a forfeit, and we all lost. So that was not a good start.
Yeah, we
for any
did.
of us.
Dude, I really thought
Chang
Chang Lang, dude, was gonna
I thought
fucking
Chang was getting it,
whip
man.
it.
It
Damn
did
it,
not
Chang.
go that way. That was a good start to the card, though.
Didn't they say that fucking Chang had like 20-something MMA fights or some shit like that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Jesus
And
Christ.
that short
thought it was
dude
more
came
than
out
that.
fucking slanging.
Yeah, I don't know. He might have fucking 20 losses in pro MMA or whatever the fuck. The way he fought.
And then Lucas versus fucking Suleimanov. I'm the only one that got that one. Y'all three picked Lucas. So,
Yep. I remember picking Lucas.
yeah. So I was confident at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm 1-0 on you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
And
all
then,
right.
And then we had Ahmed versus Tafardi. Y'all
Or
picked,
Verdi.
Flawed.
y'all picked Tafardi. I picked Ahmed.
The Verde.
So I was up
Tafardi?
2-0 this time. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. This is legit as hell. I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
My life's on.
Yeah.
And then Singh versus Ali. Muhammad Ali is how they pronounced it. Me and Chaz got that one.
All right. Right now, I got nothing. This sucks. Not gonna
Me
lie.
too.
This is not good. This
I
is
got-
not
I
a
got
good
one.
start, dude.
Alright. Now
This
we're
is
at,
not a great start at all.
Abkir Hari versus Mladen. Chaz and Justice got that one. They picked Mladen. Me and Tim did not. So
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got one.
Number 6. Leandro
Gary.
versus Ahmed. Chaz and Justice back to backs. Tim and me did not get him.
Tim, come on, man. Uh-oh. Whoa. Adele. I know I got that one.
Adele versus Mora. Chaz and Justice. Me and Tim picked Mora. Did not get it, Tim.
Yeah. Let's
My
go.
bad, Tim. You did not have a good night.
I see that.
Alex Olinicki. He got knocked the fuck out. Justice and Tim, you guys lost that one. Me and Chaz got it.
Geronimo!
All right, number 10. Britton Hart.
I lost this one.
That was a forfeit.
What?
We all picked Hart.
You missed a fight.
Wait.
What about fucking Johnny Tello and Sabah
Johnny
Hamasi?
Tello versus Hamasi. Yeah, Tim got that one.
Tim got
Yeah,
that. I was gonna
dude.
say I'm pretty sure Tim
And
picked Johnny
honestly,
Tello.
That
They had
fight
Donatello.
That
Yeah.
fight is going down as one of the best fights.
Dude, me and Tim watched that shit, dude. That shit was crazy.
They gave it, when you want to hear everything you got, that is the definition of everything you got. They gave it all. They put it all out there.
Tello couldn't see through one eye, and he came back swinging.
And he won. The underdog won. It was a good
Yeah.
fucking brawl, dude. I enjoyed that one.
Hell yeah.
So Tim, well earned.
9 fights to get one, but
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
But you got one, man. That's all that matters. You didn't get skunked.
Britton Hart. That was a forfeit. We all picked Hart.
Fucking right.
And then Chaz and Justice got Austin Trout. I picked Trinidad. Me and Tim did.
Yep. Goddamn right.
So I ended with 5, Tim 2, Chaz 7, and Justice 5. Chaz, you had a good night the first night.
Good shit.
Yeah, the first night.
Good shit.
I
Listen,
have
I'm-
not counted everything
buddy.
together, so that's we're way behind on that. But I still want to go. We'll just quickly go over them, and we'll go over that on fucking another day. But who's the first one? We lost one
Yeah.
of these fights. Let's see here. We lost the Mode Azar, so we go straight to Shemil versus Dilshat Nahum. Right? Nerdum?
Nareem.
Narum. New Ryan. Whatever it is. Dilshat is what I'll call him. Chaz, you got that one. You're the only one.
Yeah! Dilshat, give me shat.
Chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. You did say that. Give me shat.
Yep, Safari versus Sadong. Me and Justice got Sadong.
Give me Sadong.
Sadong.
Give me Mark. I said actually. So give me Mark.
Give me Mark.
Mark.
And then Gudo Innocent versus Hassan Yusufi. Chaz, you're the only one that got it.
Yusufi!
Yusufi, Tim, this is not a good
You
start for
sci-fi. You
on
sci-fi.
this night either.
see that.
Yeah. Adam Chalmers.
Thanks for pointing it out,
versus this guy. Yeah, that's a forfeit. We all got Chalmers.
Nice.
Dude.
Who's next? John Phillips versus Fabio. Me, Justice, and Tim got that one. Chaz, you picked Fabio. He got laid out.
Laid the fuck out.
He got laid out. Fabio got laid out.
Laid the fuck out, man. I didn't even watch it, but
And then we got.
I'm just going off what Tony said.
What is it? Vladslav Tunov? Oh, fucking cannot pronounce them names, but he won. So me, Chaz, and Tim got that one. Justice, you picked Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I did. I picked Ben.
Uh,
Nico, baby!
Nico came in and fucking wrecked. So me and Chaz did not get that one.
No, you did not.
He looked
But
fucking
Tim and I did.
fantastic. So there's that.
We told you.
That was a good one. Jessica Borga. That was a forfeit. And
Dude, lights out that bitch, dude.
She threw two. Like when you first watch it, like when we were watching it live, like we're like, okay. She put her
Yep.
out, and then they show it the next clip, and you're like, wait a minute, she is fast. She threw one, clipped her, came back, cocked it, and threw everything she got in the second one. And I didn't see the second one, and that one put her out, and it was like beautifully placed.
Bing, bing, bing.
She is it's gonna be hard. Like if she's hitting that hard, it's gonna be hard
That's
to beat
crazy.
her. That's crazy.
30 seconds? Oh my
That's
god.
a forfeit.
Borga, dude.
But she said ain't nobody taking this shit.
Mm-mm.
Hell yeah.
And then Kai Stewart did exactly what we thought he was going to do, and that's a four-fer. We all got 6 because there's a handful of times where we picked solos or duos and we mixed it. So we all tied that this night
Hell yeah.
because our last 2 were four-fers. So we all ended with like 6.
Fuck yeah.
That was good.
Dude, I went on a 6 streak.
Yeah. We killed it at the
Hell
end.
yeah, Tim. Let's go.
But that is it was a good weekend of fights. Me and Alyssa enjoyed them.
It was, dude. Even the UFC fights were fucking good.
Yeah, they
From
were.
what I hear.
Oh,
I'm
Tim
not
didn't
gonna
want to show
lie.
his history this time.
No.
He's like, I was
No, I
home hanging
forgot.
out. He was like, I was hanging out by myself today. Family wasn't home.
Hmm.
Gotta be extra cautious. That's why he's like, I got PC problems. He's trying to clear his
He said, my shit's slowing down. I gotta clear my history, restart this shit.
Mhm.
Funny.
Well, if I'm being honest, I did clear my history.
Smart
But- I only did that because I was having.
There was
computer
porn on
problems.
man. I was having PC problems. Dude, get off LimeWire, bro.
That's all it takes, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I only caught the main event.
That's the one
I
didn't catch.
missed everything. Unfortunately.
I was working out, so
Everybody
But-
left my house. We were sitting there, and I said, "Fuck! I wonder if the fights are still on." And it was like 40 seconds into the first round.
Oh hell yeah. So you pretty much caught the whole fight. I hear Lerone Murphy looked fucking fabulous, dude. You can look at the stats and it looked. But let's get through the fights first. We got Taurus Finley versus Robert Valentine. Finley won it. That was Tim, Chaz, and I. Tony,
Yeah,
you
dude,
did not get
dude.
that shit.
That dude tried to take him down 17 times.
Yeah, dude, he
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
But I mean, yeah, he definitely lost because of the takedowns, but it wasn't that
That's
much.
right.
It wasn't like a super impressive bout.
No. Like I said, I didn't watch any of these. I'm just going off win-loss. Osborne versus Luis Gurul. We got Osborne won it. And that fight wasn't even on my list, so
Woo!
Good fight. They got
Um,
performance of the night, too.
what fight did they take over? I might have fucked up. No, Brad Tavares won this one. Okay, so cool. Tavares, I was the only one that chose Tavares. I ended up winning that one. I want to know what fight that Luis one took over. They must have taken over the Kennedy and Bidet fight. That fight's not on here no more. Yep. Okay. I'll cross that one off the list. Cortavius Romanos versus Cheng Ho Lee.
There's
Cheng Ho won it.
Empty.
Fucking Cheng Ho was me, Chaz, and Tony won that one.
Yeah, give me a lead.
Yeah, Cheng Ho Lee. We have fight number 5, Sabatini versus Brito. What the hell? Sabatini, dude. Sabatini won it. He a beast.
Dude, he cheated, bro.
That's what he does.
I
Whatever,
didn't
dude.
watch
I don't
it.
know. I didn't watch the fight.
I didn't watch that one.
I just know he won it. And then we got fucking Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy, dude. And I hear that this fight was a fucking
Yeah.
good one. I watched some of it. Like, I watched some highlights of it. Not, like, a whole lot of it. But Lerone Murphy looked good. From what I could see, he looked like he was just fucking keeping his distance and kind of using his range and do what he does.
Leg kicks.
Lerone Murphy won it. That was
He was fast. He was
Me-
moving around a lot.
Tim and Chaz that got that one.
They must have updated fucking Emmett's picture because I don't remember him having that beard.
Yeah, it's new.
You know, yeah, no, they did.
He did hit him with an elbow in the back of the head, and that shit was just draining the whole fight.
Damn. That's crazy. The main event ended up being a decision. So Tony technically would have gotten that if he would have got more than one and tied somebody, but
Fucking Tony was
unfortunately,
complaining about taking the decision, dude.
for real. And then he ended up getting it anyways. So unfortunately, taking away the Kennedy and Boudet fight, because I didn't realize that fight had split-flopped. That takes away 1 point for me and takes away 1 point for Chaz. But I still have 5 because I sixed it out. Either way, the number 1 dude ended up winning that fight as well, anyways, with the replacement fight. But either way, taking that out, I had 5 out of 5. Tim had 2, Chaz had 3. Chaz would have had 4, but taking that one out, he only has 3. And then Tony's got 1. That gave me a 5 out of 5. In my eyes, that's 100%.
It wasn't a good week for me.
Nah,
It was
dude.
not, man.
Nah.
I'll take it though, dude. Oh, you got the decision,
I didn't want
which doesn't really. Oh my god! But it's you still, bro. If you would have made better picks, you would have won the tiebreaker.
You're right.
That's a big facts, dude.
That is true. Think of the positives, man. Think of the positives.
Exactly. Think of the fucking positives. You would have had it, man.
That is true.
You just didn't. You know, it happens.
Wouldn't pick nobody to win, I guess.
Yeah, dude. It's not my fault.
It was just not a good week of UFC. That's for sure.
No, not at all. Well,
That's all it was.
It was a good weekend of fights all around. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Holy shit!
Oh,
Friday and
100%.
Saturday, sorry, Friday and Saturday.
I was gonna say
Friday, Saturday.
There it is.
There it is. Morning time.
Mm-hmm.
Morning. But all right, boys.
All right, man.
I'm about to.
Let me
We'll get a little.
let me grab my pen real quick so we can fucking pod for the pod before we get done.
This is the last week, boys. This is it. Last day, and then I'm quitting the last 3 weeks. Like I said, clear my system and focus on the fight only.
Gotta do what you gotta do. Just gotta say, dude, Kai Stewart has a weird fighting style.
I can't find
That
my
dude
pen,
just
so I'm
that
gonna
dude
hit
just
my
all
bong
over
again.
the place.
It works too, though.
It's not my bong, it's my wife's bong, but I can't find my pen,
He just
so.
fucks people up with it, bro.
Ooh.
Kai Stewart.
Hi.
Yeah, he's fast, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's good.
Just bounces everywhere. Flip flops between fucking stances.
Moves his head back, forth, comes with straight punches, uses his clinch, then uppercuts the shit out of you, and then puts so much weight
Yup.
on you and just wears you down. And then you're like, dude, I'm so fucking tired because he's done nothing but fucking move around. So your brain's exhausted, and then his feet
Yeah.
are moving, so you're even more exhausted trying to keep up with him. So you're trying to watch his hands, but you're trying to watch his feet. Where's he going? He's in, he's out, and he's talking shit, and he's fast.
He's in, he's out, he's in, he's out, he's making you
Like
feel
Paul
retarded.
said, dude, the king cardio.
No, he is the king of cardio, though, dude. He really is. Ugh.
That's why that shit's important. Endurance.
This is mine. This is what I got.
What the fuck is that, dude?
That's.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
I got it
You're
at
in
the Mardi Gras
camp.
parade.
We gotta light that bitch up too. Fucking where'd he go? This fucking dude. That's
Not a
dope.
big bong. Oh, that's cool as fuck.
She's gonna be.
All right, boys.
Probably.
I'm just gonna wait.
There's
till
mine.
No. Let's not end it yet, guys.
Ah.
Let's not end it.
She's gonna beat you like a redheaded stepchild, brother.
Just go do
Don't let
laundry.
that bitch do it, dude. Just shove your fist up her ass, dude. You're fine.
She's just
She
staring at you.
wants it, dude. She wants it 100%.
Oh,
my
there
God,
it
dude,
is.
I seen that, dude. I seen it. I seen it, bro.
Got
They
jabbed.
can
He's
take it off
out.
your eye like a cum shot, dude. That was crazy.
It's right there.
You can't see, dude.
I'm out, boys. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm out though. Much love, guys.
All right, man. Peace out, bro.
Peace out.